Welcome back to Excel with Ernest. Please like, share, and follow Turkish Train on all social media platforms. Let's get right into it. In the previous video, we talked about the nested if. We talked about the if with text. We are still on the if function. In this video, we'll be talking about the if error. If error handles error in formulas gracefully. Simply put, it is used to replace error text. It is used to replace error text. We use it to avoid an example is to avoid errors when dividing by 0 or invalid data. Keep spreadsheet clean and error free for calculation. All right, let me show you visually. It's hard to explain with words, so let's show you visually. If error, let's say we have something like b2 divided by a2. b2 divided by a2 is b3 divided by a2 is 2 divided by phone, which makes no sense. If you put equals to, it should say you've entered too few arguments, so you have to put a return value. You could put a return value, you can just write wrong, close the bracket and enter. As you can see here, we have name. What we put here was b3 divided by a2, which is b3 2 divided by phone. Why it's giving us the error name is because numbers and text cannot actually calculate each other, so it's not going to work. It's a wrong function. So what if error does is that it takes this error. Once we wrap this with a string, put your equals to, it will show wrong, right? Because the if error is just replacing the error values. What the error is supposed to show us, like the ref and the other errors, it replaces that and give us what we name it. Another notable example using this wrong function is if we have something like this, square root. This is a function for squaring root, sqrt, to find the square root of the number. Let's say we want to find the square root of -1. It will give us num. So the if error, what we'll do here is we come here, we have equals to square root of -1. It's going to give us num, just like here. So we come over here, still write our equals to if error. What the if error does is that it can change the values that this error shows. So we have square root sqrt of -1, then it will return invalid calculation or invalid EQU, full stop, invalid equation. Make sure you wrap it in your strings, the apostrophe. Make sure you wrap it. Now when you enter this error, it will give us invalid EQU. That is basically how the if error works. can use invalid equation. So now this norm that is supposed to be displayed when we write this sqrt, that is the square root of 1, is changed to invalid equation. So it's just to change the display of the error function. Now we have a few questions to answer with this. So avoid errors when dividing by 0 or invalid data. So phone unit price divided by unit sold. If error, C2, B2, and error. So we are going to check phone unit divided by unit sold. Let's delete this, and delete this. Phone units phone unit price divided by units sold. So phone unit price is 120 divided by units sold. That will be C2 divided by B2. You can see it's not running without our equals to. So put your equals to and run it again. So we have 224,000. We have 24,000 because the unit price of phone divided by the unit sold, that is 120,000 divided by 5 is 24,000. That is the first question. Unit sold equals to 0. Result. Unit sold equals, if unit sold equals to 0, what's the result? So this is supposed to be if over here. If unit sold equals to 0, then the result, come over here, unit sold. Now let's say unit sold, let's say this is equals to 0. We have the diff error, because anything divided by 0 is an error. So now we are going to take this, let's cut this, then we use our if error, paste that here. Then instead of giving us the diff slash 0 error, we just put 0 here, close it. Okay, equals to, sorry, so now it's showing us 0 instead of the diff error. If you do equals to C2 divided by B2, it's showing us the diff error. But with this if, we can turn that error into a 0. Rather than showing this and complicating our table, we can turn it into a 0. So what the if error does is that it takes the values or the display of error, it takes the error that is supposed to be shown and give it another fancy name. So it handles error in formulas gracefully. That is basically what the if error does. And now we've solved the two questions, and that's all for if error, and that's all for logical function. In the next video, we'll be going into practicals using all the functions we've learned. We'll use a few data sets, both the basic function and the logical function. We'll use both of them in the data set and run some practicals. Ernest out.